As you can see, got it all prepped. Now I didn't want to remove the door handle from the actual door because it seems like it's a lot of work and it would double the time in the job. So why not just mask it off and do it like this. I would advise you to double up your newspaper because if you don't, you'll be sorry a little bit later after you're done painting. So we're going to apply a nice sanding. Make sure that it's all level, you can't feel any scratches. And then next you'll want to begin with either a primer or you'll want to go ahead right away and start painting. So we got our first coat done. You know, you want to do it in light, even coats. Now I went to our retailer here for paint, and I'm using a high-performance wheel painting coating. This will basically be a stronger paint, so it's going to resist chipping a lot better. And I'm going to follow it up, you know, probably 3 or 4 coats, and then finish it off with a paint match protective clear coat finish. This is what gives it that high gloss, and also prevents any chippings and all that kind of stuff. We do get pretty cold winters, so you want to make sure that you're using a good paint. So you don't want to right off the bat start too heavy with the paint. It's going to prevent it from drying too it's going to take a long time for it to dry. And you want to do an even coat so that there's different layers. You don't want to paint once, make it a very large layer, very wet, and then paint over it and make it a layer and a half. You want to start doing it in nice even coats, and you wanna hit everything. Okay, so you can see I even went inside there, and I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes. Come back, do a second coat. You want to get inside the keyhole. Now the keyhole is actually covered already, so that no paint's actually gonna get in the lock actuator. So you have no problem with that. They recommend doing the painting probably around 16 Celsius. All the way up to 20 Celsius. So you want to stay in between that little range and make sure the humidity is not too large, because that'll prevent the actual paint from drying. So, okay, we got our second coat just finished up. Waited about 11 minutes this time, and you can see it's actually starting to cover those little fine scratches that I had there before, and it's coming out pretty good. I mean, the guy before me, he painted it with just regular old scratch and dent paint, and it wasn't holding up very well at all. You know, the elements were getting to it. It kind of faded with the sun UV rays. Like it just wasn't that great. Now, because I'm using this wheel coating, it's basically going to protect it like it would on your wheel. So as you can see, there's no scratches, there's no dents, there's no nothing on this this wheel right here. So you can see that it's very, very strong paint. I went with a flat black, and I'm going to rely on the clear coat to do its job and make it reflective. So we'll want to wait another 10 to 15 minutes to basically do another coat. So there you go. Tips: I would suggest not using your girlfriend's tape. She might get mad. But no, I wanted to use the tape because if you see even the little bit of speckle that this paint can leave on your actual car, like your door, it's going to look like shit. So you'll want to make sure you get that tape all the way in there. I know the lighting's pretty bad, but you'll want to wrap the tape all the way around to the other side so that it doesn't get in on the inside of that. So then you can just freely just pss, 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 and you won't really need to worry about any overspray. So I think it's coming out pretty good. Okay, so I did about 4 or 5 coats, and now I'm working on the clear coat. You see it's starting to get that reflective finish. And again, with the clear coat, you want to go in even strides, not too heavy. Make sure you're covering all the area, but don't go too heavy. You want to do at least three coats of clear coat. Just don't do it too heavy. I can't stress enough. If you do, it will not dry. It will be fragile. It will chip. It will not look great. This is on its second clear coat. But it looks flawless. You know, I wanted to create this how-to video so that you guys know exactly what to do. I didn't mention before, but I used 800 grit sandpaper. With that being said, it just kind of, it scuffs up the surface, but not too much to make any too deep scratches. It just kind of, so to speak, evens it all out. So, but yeah, we're almost finished. It's coming along good. Let's check out the finished product. You can see my Nissan 350Z right here. Now I'm just in the process of doing the other door handle. I actually should have done a review for the deletion of the rear windshield wiper. I find that it looks a lot nicer now that it doesn't have a wiper on it. In all talk and being real, who uses their rear windshield wiper anyways? That's probably going to spark up some comments, but oh well. Alright, so here it is. Let's see if I could put like some kind of light on here. It is done, and it came out flawless. Now, excuse me, the car is a little dirty, but at least my door handle is nice and clean. So, let's see right here. It's all good to go. It's very hard to see in here, guys, sorry, but it's all done. Kind of blends right in with the car.